lovely Friday morning here in Nashville, Tennessee. How are you guys? Thank you so much, Daniel, for resub for 19 stinking whole months. That's a very, very long time for supporting, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. Blanca, thank you. This was a shirt I wasn't very sure of, but I just thought it was so unique I wanted to have it, but now it's become one of my favorites. It's weird because this is the same fabric as this, but this is pink and that's yellow. And then bandana. It's cool. Thought it was pretty funky. Like me a good funky outfit every now and then. How are you guys doing today? SRB, welcome. Jove, Codeman, TMK, Blocka. Thank you very much, Blocka. I wanted to do the thing. This will just confuse everyone in the VOD now, because I don't have chat in my VOD videos. Why is she doing that? It's like the piano bongo cat for non-chat viewers. Anyway. Codeman, Tripwire, Netski, how are you? Van. Drax the Thronebreaker. Oh my goodness, what a powerful name. You really leave an impact. Oh my god, speaking of impact, I don't know where this came from, but there's this thing I can't get out of my head. It's been like all morning. It's driving me crazy. It used to be like a very popular video back in the old days of young YouTube. But do you remember Chagarone? Chagarone, 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 Chagarone. That's been non-stop. And I'm starting to get a little concerned because I don't know what that says about my mental stability as of this point. ASMR fan, oh, did you find it? I finally found the piece I was looking for. Sunbeams through the leaves. Ah! Well, now I gotta play that today. I'm happy that you were able to find it. That's a really lovely song. I was really excited to add that to the song list. My newer transcriptions, I'm pretty stoked about all of them. They're super fun. I feel like they're all nice chill vibes. And I have made some plans for moving forward. I added a couple more songs to the improv video game playlist that I'm building. It's only 5 songs so far, but now that I have it, it's easier to like keep it in mind so I can build it for the future and have more designated pure improv moments, because that's really what this channel was built off of in the beginning. And, you know, I'll still do improv in the context of a loop piece that I'm doing or something, but I thought it would be, again, a nice thing to add. I'm always looking to add things to just make the most well-rounded, interesting, enjoyable experience that I can provide. Other than that, everything's good. I wanted to get another loop pre-track done today, but instead I did my violin practice this morning. I told you guys how this new skill I'm trying to develop with my violin teacher requires me to play an open string for 30 minutes at least every day. And I put that timer on, baby, and I did it, and I hated it so much. I hated it. But I can say it's a little closer. Does it sound good? No. But it sounded a little better than it did yesterday, so I'm just gonna take the little victories. For Codeman, it's a type of bowing called martier. I might be saying that wrong. I'm so bad with classical terms, but that's why I'm taking lessons. And essentially what you need to do is only press down at the string, like into it, vertically, at the very beginning of the note and the very end. But I have to go limp in between here. So it's press, 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 press. And getting that timing right and getting my hand to relax once I release the pressure is quite difficult for me. But I was going to, for myself, starting the first week of September, film myself throughout the month and very clearly state what I'm trying to accomplish at the beginning of the month, and then hopefully see progress as I check in every week. I don't know if it's something I'd post. I just want to have, that marker of progress. Twitch has given me, lots of markers of progress. Because I can just look back at a VOD like a year ago and be like, oh wow, okay, I've gotten better. But my goals for my violin work lately have been so specific that I think it would do me some mental relief to just be able to actually step back and look at it and from an objective standpoint. Pencils ahoy hoy, how are you? Let's see what I want to do. I feel like maybe I should start with my improv playlist to see how it's going so far. Search for the piece made me realize just how vast your song list is. Oh, I love that. I had to go through 7 VODs to find the piece, and it felt like each one had almost completely different set of songs. There were almost no repeats, if any. Oh my goodness, ASMR fan. You made my morning with that. That makes me so happy. I worry. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, Doc. Friday morning. Let's see. I know I worry way too much about trying my best to make sure that I don't play too many songs close together. And I do have a really big song list at this point. I'm quite proud of it. I put a lot of myself into it, so it feels very personal. But it's nice to hear that from the viewer's perspective, it doesn't feel like I'm just throwing the same stuff at you all the time. So that makes me very happy. You'd want to see a 5-week practice progression. Yeah, that's what I was thinking for pencils. I'm just going to set up my camera after I finish the next YouTube video in a spot here. Even if I have to move the camera, I'm just going to set up tape so I know where to put the stand so I can have a consistent shot and just, edit the first video immediately with a checklist of what I'm trying to get done. So then I know what I need to film as well. So it would be to, a quick, easy thing for me to put together. Oh, this is perfect. I was going to add this song to the improv playlist, but now that we're here, I can just do it now. So that's 5 songs on the improv playlist. Hell yeah. It was also nice because as I've been building the improv playlist, I was going through soundtracks including Unravel, and I picked out an official song I'm going to transcribe that has more of a set fiddle line in it. I've talked about doing that for so long and I just haven't, but now I have it written down. I have a good system lately with lists and just checking them off as I go. But my main mission this weekend, I have rehearsal tonight and a show tomorrow where I'm going to be gone from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. But damn it, I'm going to freaking get that video done by next week. I want it so bad. One thing that's been kind of discouraging for me, I'm going to invest in blackout curtains, but I've been trying to film at night so that I don't have any issues with changing light, with the changing, light during the day. But I'm just not meant to work at night. I work at my best starting at 7 a.m., probably till about 4 p.m., and then I just start to get worse and worse. But I'm going to do my best, and I'm a little nervous. We're talking about me here. Of course I'm nervous. But anyway, let's do some improv. I kind of wish I popped on that earlier to do some more. That's one of my favorite, just relax, start the stream and play some notes songs to do improv over. It's an easy key for me, G. It's really comfortable. And I feel like long notes sound very pretty on top of it. So let's do one of the other improv tracks so I can see how this is building. I did pick a couple from Unravel, a couple from Animal Crossing. For White, thank you for the follow. How are you? So this one is called, not that we need to put it in the song list, but just if you're curious. This one's called First Steps, the one I picked from Unravel. I thought it was open enough where I didn't need to worry about learning the specific notes of the song, and I could just be free over it and, just have a nice little warm-up moment. I hope you all are having a nice morning, by the way. Congratulations on the weekend. Just one little chunk of work left for most of you. Hey, Faribault, how are you? we go. Nice, calming, chill. Let's see. I feel like I need to get... I'll come back to these. I was gonna try some of the Animal Crossing improv now, but let's try and give it some space. Because the real point of me trying to start this playlist for only improv was to have almost like a general mood matcher. Like, let's say if I'm doing a bunch of songs and I'm just like, oh, this song would complement this one, and I try to weave those together. I feel like having just these songs where I know it's generally folky or generally like a little more funky or more piano based, then I can have those to very easily kind of tie the spaces together between the particular pieces that I have. Hey, for Frosius, how are you doing today? MacFaden, welcome. Norn, how are you all doing today? I forgot to ask yesterday, do you want the 2 new pieces from yesterday? Oh, yes. Let's for sure put the Xenoblade Chronicles one in. The Pokemon one, I'm going to wait because I would like to change the key of it. I was actually listening this morning to... Oh, you know what? Let's do this one. I feel like I surprised myself with not doing this piece more. I would like to do Zelda's Lullaby Classic. Where was I? Yes, I was listening this morning to versions of the Pokemon song I transcribed. I transcribed Heart Home City. And just trying to get a vibe of how I want to address it, because I tried playing along to the track and it just didn't click for me. So my options were I can change the key of the track, or I can try and do a loop, or I can change like maybe a different instrument doing the main lead. And I found some really cool versions where piano actually did the lead and there was like strings backing it, which I thought might be a good idea. So I think I'm going to write the chords out and just have my left hand do the chords and then the right doing the... Oh, A flat. I thought that might be a bit nicer because the melody is very percussive. Da 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 ba 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 ba. They have a lot of eighth note ties in there. So I think it might be nice to do it on an instrument that's a little more percussive, which is the piano. I've talked in I'll load the track just so you guys don't worry about me yakking on too long, but I've talked before about the 3 elements of music. Do you guys remember? This is a Teacher Joe quiz. What are the 3 elements of music? Blandon. That's very sweet. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of a big ol' mess this month. Like I'm doing overall fairly well, but I've been... Oh, you are so close. Oh my gosh. Yes. Melody, rhythm, but I see what you guys are saying with tempo. If I'm being picky with my definitions, I would say tempo is the specific time that the rhythm is being kind of determined by. Melody, harmony, rhythm. Jove got it. Yay, very good. Piano is, I would say, probably the only instrument that really covers all 3 of these quite strongly. The right hand is typically the melody. Left hand's the harmony. But with piano, you can make your left hand do certain rhythms. So like I'm trying to do it in my head. I'm not the best pianist, but I think you can see what I mean. So you can get, you know, a sense of all three aspects with it. So when I'm making a loop, I think about that while I go, and I'm like, okay, we gotta make sure I have elements of all of this. So, you know, washboard covers rhythm, obviously, in the kick drum. Mr. Mistrix, thank you for the follow, by the way. Thank you very much. Violin is mostly a melody instrument, I'd say. You can, of course, have moments where you do harmony, like if I play two strings at once or if I do something more rhythmic. But when you're making, not all the time, but when I make an arrangement, I try to make sure I cover each three of these categories. So I'm like, is there enough harmony? If not, then I'll grab the guitar and get the full chords in so you can really hear the chords. So that's how I view music. It was covered by one of my teachers in school. Of course, there's so many different ways to view music, so I'm never going to act like the way I introduce these topics is the right way. Because it's art in the end, you know. But that was one thing that I found to be very useful, that music was some combination of rhythm, harmony, melody. Okay. I'm going to do for you guys a cover of Zelda's Lullaby, and this particular rendition is done by Juke Remix. I just put his link in chat. I absolutely adore their YouTube channel. I play over, I think, 5 covers that they do. So please check them out if you like what you're hearing. All right, let's go. Oh man, I'm really happy with those high notes today. I've been working really, really hard on trying to get my shifts in particular cleaner. So like when I go up the violin neck, since starting taking violin lessons again, that's been one thing that I had to unlearn some habits, which was pretty tricky as I've had those habits stuck in there for the past 8 years. But I can show you guys the difference if you're curious. I used to shift like this. Where I try to like really jump up there, but I've learned that I need to drag the finger a little bit. You know, you don't want it to be like, you do want to lighten it, but oh my God, did you see how terrified I was for a second there? Oh, I'm so jumpy. No, I didn't even get a text. It was just like enough little interference that it just scared the crap out of me. Oh, you blah, blah. You guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is not me saying something in the sense of it's something to worry about. I'm totally fine, but my anxiety has been much harder for me to handle. That's not even the right word for it. How would I describe this? My anxiety has been more present. I think that's probably a better way to put it. Overall, I'm handling it quite well. But this past month, most of you know, I've had shows every weekend, which has been awesome. SRB, thank you for a donut. Oh my, to make a beautiful 69. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Thank you very much, SRB. And the shows have been going very, very well. But with the shows and rehearsals and teaching and streaming, my schedule has been really out of whack. My sleep schedule's different every day. My eating schedule's different every day. And my anxiety has been much more present. So I've just been very mindful of it. But my heartbeat's still going from jump scared. Oh my God. Hey, for Tilton, thank you for a resub for your second month now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It does give you a priority request. If that's something you're interested in, just let me know. Oh, this one is totally going on the improv playlist. I've been having to do it once I hear it or else it won't happen. So this is at the 20-minute marker. So it is City Folk The Roost. Let me type this into YouTube so I can find this track, please. Is this it? These markers aren't correct. I thought this was new. Let me try this one. If this isn't it, I'll just do it on my own time and find another playlist. Not a big deal. This playlist markers are all wrong. No. Don't like that. That's okay, though. I might as well just move on. I thought of another song I haven't done for a long time. This is one I will be eventually making into a loop, because it's shockingly short. I felt like when I was younger playing through Kingdom Hearts, I never realized how short the song was, but it's so relaxing that you don't really get sick of it. Hopefully. I'm going to do Traverse Town. Oh, yay, we got Merry-Go-Round of Life added. More than happy to do that. For Tilton, you got it. I'm going to do this one first, if that's okay, and then we'll move on to Merry-Go-Round. Green Grasshopper, welcome. How are you? Make sure I didn't miss anybody who might have came in recently. Kyle, what's up? Jim, working and lurking. Hope you have a nice lurk. Structural hugs. I don't know what image is in my head when I say that, but I like it. Me Chow, welcome. Yeah. See you for SRB. Thank you for the donation to make this glorious number above my head. Thank you. I hope you have a nice weekend too. XYZ, welcome as well. Cheers, everybody. After this pot of coffee, I'm going to be going back to tea. It's kind of blocked out, but I made myself a little tea station over there. All right, Traverse Town. Let's go. There must be an easier way to play this. So this song has 6 sharps in it, and it's very uncomfortable. I'm gonna try a different position maybe. And then I'll do a merry-go-round. The easiest way for me. It's still not great. I have to play it in second position that way. That part still stinks though, I don't like it. Might be better than what I have been doing, though. Darth, thank you so much for a resub. Thank you. How are you doing today? And please let me know if there's something I can play for you to say thank you. I'm just going to write second position in here. Violinists typically like to play in first, third, or fifth position. Second and four are kind of like, meh. They're not as desirable, but similar to what I've said about complaining about different keys, I'm trying to get to a point where I don't ever complain about a key, because I just want to be competent enough that I can play all of them. Okay. Since I tried writing in that new fingering, I'm going to play this one more time to make sure it actually feels better. And then we'll move on to Merry Go Round of Life. And that one I've done a whole bunch, so like I'm very much so set in a way to do that comfortably. So sometimes you guys will see me kind of work my way through pieces and figure it out as I'm going. And then some I have like really prepared and down to a T. Where does that expression come from? Oh my gosh, Doc, when I played a gig, let's see, quick story time. I played a gig a couple months ago in Alabama with Tails, and I was on the front porch because it was so hot in Alabama. And I was talking to the security guard, and he's like, man, I love music. I wish I could play. I just play a little bit on the keyboard. And I was like, oh, like, that's great. Like, do you play with people? And he's like, yeah, but I just transpose it to match every key. So he plays in C for every song, but just changes the key. And I'm like, hey, don't fix what ain't broken. You know, it's fine. I thought that was very, very endearing. Okay, let's see if I got Traverse Town a bit cleaner now. Transposing, in case anyone doesn't know, it's when you change the key of a song. So if a key is too hard to play, you can change the key by transposing it to an easier key. Let's try this out, and hopefully it's easier. That does feel a lot better. Man, I still suck with reading in second position though. So while I get the next music out, when I read something in second position, everything that I've learned, like, let's say I have to play a note in with my first finger, or my second finger, let's say. I've always played with my second finger a certain way. When you read in second position, you suddenly play that with your first. So when you read the music, you have to kind of subtract a finger from every note as you go, which is a bit of a pain. But I'm learning to know the notes rather than the finger number that I'm using. Thank you for the follow from Jeremy H, by the way. I hope you're having a nice Friday. Welcome for Constable Rod. Good afternoon from Germany. Guten Tag. How are you? Smooglabish, welcome. It's nice to see you. Alabama knew how to get down, though. It was one of those places that's by the shoreline. So it was like, I haven't been there before. It was like a beachy vibe, but still a southern vibe. It was really fun. We met some really nice people there. Yeah, I'm doing good for Constable Rod. I'm a little bit tired, if I'm being honest. I've been having a lot of live shows lately, which is awesome and it's so much fun, but it just takes a little bit of energy. After stream, I have a rehearsal tonight, like a 3-hour rehearsal. And then tomorrow, I need to be ready to be picked up by the band at 2 p.m. And then it's like an 1.5-hour drive. And then we set up and then we play for 2 hours and then we come back home. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow, but we've played at the venue before. It's a brewery. So they always give us a bunch of free beer and shirts and merch. It's called Common John Brewery in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Tullahoma, is that right? I hope so. But everyone there, the workers and the regulars are so nice and they really dig us. So it will be a good show. I'm excited. Sometimes you play places and some people came there for the drinks and food, but not for the music. And they're like, shut up. Like they don't say shut up, but they're like, I could tell some people are like, I wish it wasn't loud. Tomorrow I'm playing with Creature Comforts. It kind of rounds it out perfectly as I've done a show for Fable Cry this month, Tales this month, and now it's Creature Comforts' turn. Elton, it's nice to see you. How are you? All right, Merry-Go-Round of Life. Definitely want a coffee sip before this one. Nice for Luby. This particular piano performance, by the way, is done by an amazing pianist who has a YouTube channel called Paradise, except instead of an I, put in a number 1, and that's how you'll find their channel. And right when Kane got here, this is like their favorite song. Let me try again. Still warming up. You know, for that being my third song today, I'm not that mad at it. I definitely, like, there's such a long intro to it that as I was waiting for it, I was like, oh crap. Like, oh no, I don't know about this yet. I'm such a sleepy girl still. Um, let's see. I kind of want to try, which is very risky, but you know, I'm trying to just go for it lately. I think I want to do. Is that Greg for pencils? Yes. Okay. I was like, wait, that's pretty amazing. Did you put that together? P.O. Oh my gosh, we've entered month 10. Getting close to that full year of subs from the Wild Man pencils. Um, did you like take that from a moment live on screen, a stream, or did he send it to you? It looks really good. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try and do the acapella, only the high part, and we'll see how it goes. This part's really hard, but I'm getting better at it. Well done, pencils. Better. Less reverb. Oh, it's getting so close. I'm getting more reliable with it. I hope that wasn't too jarring for y'all. I know it gets really high at the end there. Thank you so much for the follows, by the way, for Herthies and Nevernet. We've had a lot of follows at the beginning of this stream. I really appreciate it. We recently passed 30,000 followers, which is insanity. I am going to do a celebration for it, but I think I'm going to wait until... We might do it next week. I will do it next week if I finish the damn YouTube video that I'm working on. If not, I'm going to just do it the following week. This is a bit of a premature announcement, but I will be only streaming potentially 2 days next week. I'm going to try and add in a Wednesday night, but next Thursday, I am going on the road with my band Tails, and we are going to be playing shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, one of which being the Wonderbus Festival, where we get to be the opener for Duran Duran, which is an amazing opportunity, and we're super excited about it. But with that being said, I might just hold off celebration for the followers until afterwards because, you know, everything's kind of building up to this past busy week for me, or next, rather. So I just want to check the weather and see if it's gonna rain. Oh my God, if it rains, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm craving it. I need it to rain a couple days a week. And living in the South, it doesn't happen too often for me. Oh, it says it's gonna rain, but only for an hour. Oh, please do. I need it. Okay. Playing that beautiful piano moment makes me want to do another beautiful piano moment. And a song I've been giving some space to that I'd like to come back to now is Tifa's theme. I gave it a bit of space because, it's one of my favorites, so I play it a lot. I'm both excited and nervous to come back to it. When I give a piece space, I like to hope that when I come back to it, it will be a bit better because of all the practice I've been doing. Raining in Berry Hill and Melrose. Oh, we'll send it my way, Hunt Beer. How are you, Hunt Beer? It's nice to see you. One thing I have learned from doing this piece is I've been worrying so much about coming in a soft way that it comes in heavy. So I'm just trying to make my entrances for this really delicate and smooth is my goal. And let's see if I can do it. I hope. happy with that. I still gotta work on my entrances a bit. I play like I'm afraid. It's getting there though. And my fourth finger vibrato is... Oh, it's coming along. I've been talking about that on stream for the past like 2 years. And it's finally starting to stabilize, which is making me so happy. Okay. I think what I'd like to do next is Rito's Village. It's another one that I used to play quite often, and I purposely gave it a bit of space. And after that, well, let's get into Loop World. Gotta be smoother instead of tripping over the threshold. You know, especially when there's anticipation built up for an entrance, it makes it that much tougher. How's that piano going, Pencils? I know you've been super busy lately, but I know that you were working on that for a bit. I wanted to ask you any best between Ableton Lite or 11? I've only used Ableton, what version do I have? Let's see. Oh, nope, system preferences. I want... I don't know what I have about Live. Oh, I have Live 11. So I only know my experience with 11, which has been positive. Sorry if I can't offer more info than that. I feel like I was pretty useless there. Slacking on piano. Not slacking, just, you know, doing things. Juggling has been getting better. What are you juggling with? I know when people start to learn, they use like fabric because it's slower to fall. Lefty Sensei. I like Tifa's theme better, if I'm being honest. I love both of them, don't get me wrong, but there's something about that. This part, oh, that C sharp just melts my heart. Oh, it's so pretty. It just, oh, I just absolutely adore it. Both themes are so pretty, though. You can't go wrong. Okay, we are doing Rito Village. All the mods should learn how to juggle. It's a requirement to be my mod at this point. You must learn how to juggle. It's a pretty simple request. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, Rito's Village from Breath of the Wild. I'm actually gonna... I loaded it up the other day, Breath of the Wild. I'm ready to finally tackle the last... what are they called? Guardians? I don't think that's the right word for it. I left off at the desert one. I'm not looking forward to relearning everything, but, you know. If you looked at my face when I was about to play my first note in this, I was so nervous because once I played this and the recording was a half step lower, so it just sounded horrible with the notes that I had written out. I was like, oh God, I hope it's not that. But it worked out, so. I'm really happy to see that you guys enjoyed that. Again, it was a song I used to play a lot on stream, and I tried to give it some space so that, you know, so that, I don't know, you wouldn't get sick of hearing me hear the same stuff. Oh yeah, MJ, it was a nightmare. It was so scary. Let's see, Dogiotron? Or maybe Dogiotron? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Olin, welcome. For Comparse, I've thought about it before. Ableton is such a vast program, and I actually would say that there are not enough... I want to be very, very careful with this, because I have watched some really wonderful tutorials, but I feel like there isn't the right... There's a gap missing, I think, in YouTube tutorials for Ableton, because when I tried to learn it, it was nightmare inducing. I cried for months over trying to learn Ableton. It kicked my butt. I do think I put myself in a more difficult position because I learned how to loop using a pedal. And the style and the method of looping was incredibly different from the methods I needed in Ableton. So I had to just start from scratch again. It was really hard. So worth it, but... let's see. I thought I saw something in chat I wanted to say. Oh, yes! Otto von Skidmark. Thank you. I'm on my last Divine Beast. So I gotta do the seal surf thing to get to the beast. Man, Breath of the Wild, I really felt like saved me in the beginning of quarantine. When quarantine started, my roommate moved out and it was just me and my cat. And I was like, oh my God, I am so isolated from the world. But man, Breath of the Wild really helped me. All right, so I am going to take a quick break to go downstairs and fill up my coffee cup and use the restroom real quick. And then when I get back, I think I'd like to do some loops, get into loop world. I would agree, there is a part of me, and I hope this doesn't sound cruel or sadistic or something. I do think with Ableton, if you really want to learn it, the best thing you can do is just force yourself to go in blind and just slowly pick it apart. And, you know, you can Google and YouTube very specific things like how to arm track or something like that. But I do think there's like a rite of passage with Ableton. And that sounds very like elitist in a way. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you will learn it so much better and more effective if you just go in. Because a lot of these tutorials, they'll try and teach you 100 things at once. It's a lot to take on at once. You kind of just need to go. But one day I might do a tutorial style video. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I first got to get these vlogs out. Okay, I'm going to take my break really fast. And when I come back, we are going to do some loops. Thank you guys for spending some morning time with me. I appreciate you very much. And this will be fun. There wasn't quite enough coffee left in the pot, so I decided to just get going on tea. So I plugged in my little electric kettle back there. And I've also been trying out, I still don't know how I feel about it. I think I like it. It's a cup heater. Let me be really careful. Uh-oh. Oh no. I think I just have to press a button on the extension cable actually. But it heats up here and helps keep your cup warm. But I'll deal with that once the tea is done. So you might hear a bit of a noise going on back here. That's just boiling water. Let's see. Oh yeah, loops. Let's start with instrumental loops. I think what I'd like to do first, I'm kind of going for the classics that I've avoided for a while, but I want to do Endless World from Dragon Quest. This one is so pretty. It's one of my absolute favorites. Sweet, and I already wrote my metronome marking. Doing good, folks? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, girl. So, I'm going to be using my lovely vibrating metronome. Most of you guys are familiar with this by now. But this is a company I'm partnered with, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about it. There's a lot of awesome, really cool uses for it. I use it to sync it up to my DAW for Ableton so that the metronome that I feel here matches what's being recorded over there. So, if you use my code, you get 20% off. With the piano, I don't need to worry about hiding it in my pocket, so I can put it on my wrist. And it also means that noise won't be caught in it. Okay. So I'm just inputting my tempo I'd like to use. We're gonna go for like 115. So most people know metronomes as a clicking. Now I just have it vibrating. I've been working on my piano improv. Still a work in progress, but we're getting there. Okay. Let's try and get the piano recorded then. Oh. There we go. I touched it and it altered slightly. Let me practice for a second if y'all don't mind. Let's go down an octave. Yeah, that's better, huh? Cool. I think we're all set up to go. Let's start looping. getting better at my metronome with the vibration. Let's do accordion. Thank you, pencils. Piano's plugged in. Rookie mistake. Okay. Take two. 1, 2, I want to redo one of the accordion lines. I made a little mistake. probably all I need. That last little "Wee." Oh, I love that song. Is it not just like so happy? I was listening to also welcome for Ox. How are you? I was listening to an orchestrated kind of performance album of Dragon Quest music. And this particular melody that I decided to arrange was at the very last minute of like a 5-minute recording. And I was just like struck by it. I thought it was so lovely. And so I ended up downloading it and then putting it in my like audio editor program, and I looped the last minute so I could only hear that, which was my favorite part. And so I have like a very fond closeness to that one. Jove, I'm happy that you were here for that. I know that you like that song. You sassed for that a fair amount. Thank you for the bits. Oh, I miss my lady. I always miss my lady. Damn. Richard, thank you. How are you? And Tilton, thank you. That you guys make my Friday happier too. So it's a good trade. How gutsy am I feeling right now? I've never done this song before. Yeah, Verizon. I was gonna wait to do this one until I had like lo-fi beats that I was gonna put with it, but you know what? Let's just do something different. I kind of want to start with like a string pad and then add the melody. So, new song, I guess. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but why not? Dun, 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 dun. This is from Super Mario 64. This is another example of a song that I feel like is really short, but it doesn't get old to me. It's just really pretty. It's nice and relaxing. Oh. That's going to be way too fast. I want like ba-da-da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-dun, dun, dun, dun. If we do put it in the song list for mods, I have it labeled as file select, but you know, sometimes, especially with Japanese to English translations, there can be multiple titles, but that was one I found. It was designed to be able to listen to for hours and only drive your parents slightly insane. Fair. Admittedly, I played Mario 64 as a kid, but like my friends had that one. I had Zelda and, Mario Party and Mario Kart, but I didn't have Super Mario 64. And when I did play it, my friends, I would get so frustrated. Yes, for Joe from Super Mario 64. I would get so frustrated because I don't like the slide mechanic. How, like, when you stop and the character moves like it's still on ice. Oh, it drove me insane. Maybe I'll do guitar first. Thank you, Joe. How do I do a C add 9? So for a brief Teacher Joe moment, most people, when they're learning music, especially if you're learning like guitar, when you learn your chords, you learn the basic form, which is just the letter name. So like a G chord or a C chord or a D chord. But as you get better, you start learning about other chords like G7, or you can add, if you add the number 7 afterwards, it adds a fourth note to the chord. I'll go more into details as we get more advanced with our Teacher Joe lessons. But an add 9 is a pretty chord. I really like add 9s. Essentially, a C major chord are these 3 notes. But to add the 9, you add like the re of the scale on the very top. But instead of putting it in the middle, if you put it above, it has that nice open feel to it. It's very pretty. So that's that note there. It adds a D note. But, when you think about the notes of music, C, D are right next to each other, which have this sound. It's the second. We learned about those. But again, if you do it the octave up, it's actually quite pretty. That would be a C7 add 9. But we'll talk about that later. Emilets, thank you for the bits. So if I'm strumming, I gotta put my metronome in the back pocket, or else you're gonna hear it vibrate in the microphone as we record. Commence butronome. I'm gonna just do I want to do a very open version of the song, so like. I'll add more stuff to it as we go, but I'm going to start with just chords on the downbeat. Sometimes it's best to start with less rather than more. Hey, supposedly smart. Thank you for the follow. Unplug the piano. Sounds a little out of tune. I might as well. One day I'll learn to do this before stream. Probably not. Okay. We're synced up. 1, 2. start building. Might be temporary. Let's see. I screwed it up. Let's see. Shoot. Do I want piano or do I want this sound? I think I like this better. Yay! Oh, I'm happy I went for that. I've never played that before, so I was hesitant, but Just trying to be a bit more natural on stream lately and just go for it when I have an idea. I hope you guys liked it. That's the file select or like main menu screen for Super Mario. I feel like maybe I should do a singing loop now. What do I want to do though? I kind of want to do Extraordinary Machine. There's other songs I could have grabbed that have had more space between them, but this kind of just feels like the vibe I want to go for right now. Hey Matt, how are you? You guys would have been really proud of me. I've allowed a spider to just exist by my front door because I know they're good for the house, even though it really scared me. JB streaming. Thank you for the follow, as well as Tango. Thank you guys. And for Faith, I'm already in 3 groups right now. So I feel like if I try to do any more, my brain will just explode. Oh, shoot. I forgot I had tea going. It's probably still hot, right? Right? I might just reboil it. Nah. I'll just have double boiled water. It's fine. Let's see. Tesno, what's up? Good to see you. A2, welcome in as well. Of course, Raisin coming in strong with the cute. Loved that. Let's see. Emilet, thank you for the bits. I'm not sure if I thanked you for that earlier. So first singing song of the day, we are going to do Extraordinary Machine by Fiona Apple. Boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop. Doo, doo, doo. Definitely stuck in my head. I don't know about y'all. What we're doing... Oh, I just need... Here we go. A little sheet music. Figured with the white noise of the boiling water in the back, I might as well put on some more. Hey for Ninja Dad, how are you? This one I've been growing a lot more comfortable with. It was one I had my eyes set on to become a more reliable loop of mine. And I'm excited about where it's headed. I think it's in a much better place than it used to. I should really, you know what, I'll just do it like this. That makes sense. And I think that my water is probably boiled enough at this point because, oh, it already turned off. Ah, neat. I guess it has an internal temperature thing. Usually it takes a couple minutes. All right. Got my coffee cup, or tea cup in this instance. I'm just gonna pour myself a cup of tea. Yay. Went for a mint tea today. And this needs to steep for 5 minutes. So 112. I have a tea or a cup warmer set to the side there too, so I don't have to rush myself with drinking it. For Ninja Dad, I'm doing very well. Hope you're doing well. I guess you already said you're doing well. All right. We got this ready to go, I think. Fredster, welcome. How are you? Oop, I gotta put my egg away. Cool. I think we're ready. We'll do a little bit of light panning before we even get started. Yeah. And I think we're good. That's my Teacher Joe soundtrack. certainly haven't been shopping for any new shoes. And I certainly haven't been spreading myself around. I still only travel by foot, and by foot it's a stroke line. But I'm good at being uncomfortable, so I can't stop changing all of the time. I notice that my opponent is always on the go. I won't go slow, so he's not to focus, and I notice he looked right with any guide as long as they go fast from whence it came. But he's no good at being uncomfortable, so he can't stop staying exactly the same. If there was a better way to go and it would find me, I can't help it, the road just rolls out behind me. Be kind to me or treat me mean. I'll make the most of it, I'm an extraordinary machine. Welcome Raiders! What's up for Ficta? Thank you very much, I appreciate you. My name's Joe. I make loops and sing on top of them, so I just recorded all these violin parts you're hearing now, and singing on top of them. I also do video game music, so primarily I'll play, well, not primarily. I do like a 50-50 split, singing songs, and then I play over tracks for game music, so Ficta, let me know if I can play something for you, I'd love to. And thank you, Stingray, for that follow. Thank you. I seem to you to seek a new disaster every day. Deem me due to clean my view and be a base and lay. I need to prove, I mean to move in my own way and say I've been getting along for long before you came into the play. I am a baby of the family, it happened so everybody cares and wears their sheep's clothes while they chaperone. Curious, you looking down your nose at me while you appease. Curious to try and help, but let me set your mind at ease. If there was a better way to go and it would find me, I can't help it, the road just rolls out behind me. Ooh, be kind to me or treat me mean. I'll make the most of it, I'm an extraordinary machine. Oh, if there was a better way to go and it would find me, I can't help, the road just rolls out behind me. Ooh, be kind to me or treat me mean. I'll make the most of it, I'm an extraordinary machine. That was Fiona Apple's Extraordinary Machine, and Fiona Apple is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. I think especially being, a girl singer with a lower voice. She made me feel really inspired to embrace my lower register and not be embarrassed by it, I guess. I used to be kind of embarrassed about having a lower voice. I didn't think I was like feminine enough or something. How about Decisive Battle? Yeah, you got it, from Final Fantasy VI, was it? Yes. I haven't done this for a bit. It's pretty fast, so it might be a little rough around the edges, but I'll do my best. Don't move your mouse, welcome. How are you today? Chipperdoodle, Hoover, welcome. Colton, wow, it's Joe. Been a long time since I've popped in. Don't apologize. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm happy here, so whenever you can come and listen, it means a lot to me. I'm still very old-fashioned and print out all my sheet music. I make all my arrangements and sheet music myself, so I've grown very attached to these binders full of music. At this point, I have 4, all jam-packed, with video game music and stuff I've arranged and lots of stuff. This is, of course, the Final Fantasy binder. Final Fantasy needed to have its own because there's so much amazing music from it. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this one for the fast part. I might just run it for a second before I play to make sure I'm familiar with the notes. Also, if it's okay, I'm just gonna dump this tea bag in the next room real quick and then we'll get going. Whoops. Ah! Hot! Ow! Whew. There we go. I bought a mug warmer. So I forgot the bottom of the mug was hot when I put it underneath my palm. Pasa, thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate you very much. Okay, so this is the key of C or A minor. I guess this is an A minor. Let's see. Excuse me. It's gonna be a bit sloppy, guys, but I'll do my best. Oh, it's just thirds. Okay. That was a bit out of tune right there. Let me load the track and we will jump right into it. The Decisive Battle. I think my favorite Final Fantasy VI track is Devil's Lab. It's close between that and Kefka's theme. But oh. There we go. Not very good. That was not too good, y'all. Sorry. I tried. I haven't done that in a really long time. And it's a bit fast. I'll put that on the practice list. No, I mean, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Since I got the Final Fantasy binder in front of me, I feel like I should probably do a couple more. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, let's do Crossing Those Hills. I love this one. It's admittedly one of my favorite, like, sentimental pieces when it comes to the video game catalog that I play. Yes, Crossing Those Hills is, well, it's a map theme from Final Fantasy IX. And Final Fantasy IX was my first Final Fantasy. So I heard this one a lot, and I've always really loved it. I usually do a bit of improv on this as well. Hope you guys don't mind. And I hope you're just having a nice Friday. sure I know how to say this. Taj, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Is this not just the most cozy song? Also, Alucard, welcome. I hope you're having a nice day. Since we're... Oh, I see that we actually have a request for Cantina Band. Okay, we can do that. Let's see. Cantina Band is in the blue binder. I know, it's like, I love this song. It takes me back to sitting on the basement floor at my parents' house playing this on the PlayStation. See you, Perfecta. Thank you again for the raid. Let's see here. Cantina Band. This song was like banished from my stream for a short amount of time because someone who shall not be named, who is lovely, but took advantage of certain powers they had, and they put this as the first request for every single stream I did, and it was driving me insane. I was like, who is making me play Cantina Band every single day? And so when I finally had the guts to kind of say no for the first time to chat, I used to play everything that people would like throw at me. And then I realized it was making me a crazy person. After playing Cantina Band for like a year and a half, was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. But with distance, it did make the heart grow fond. Is that the expression? I think I screwed that up. But it is really fun when I do play it now, but there's always going to be a little part of me that backs away from Cantina Band because of that instance. Oh no, for Darth, I like Cantina Band now, but for a while there, ooh, it like scarred me, man. Oh my god, Jove. I can't for that. I can't what you just said. Why would you do that to me? Viking Shout, thank you for the follow. I'm the worst, by the way, because I have a rule here that if you say a pun or a play on words, I have the right to be mean to you. Because I just can't stand puns. I really hate them so much. A lot. I powerfully dislike them. All right, we're gonna do a loop from scratch. Whenever I do that, I take out my friend, the vibrating metronome. Most of you guys have heard my spiel about it, so I won't go on too much about it. But most metronomes have a click sound that you follow to stay in time, and this one vibrates. And it also syncs up to Ableton so that when I record it, everything's on the same tempo, which is great. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have about it because I have a partnership with the company and I have a 20% off code. So if you have any questions about it or any of their other products, just let me know. But I really like this. My eyes are blue. They ain't green. One more sip of tea. It's at that perfect temperature where it's about to get worse. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so nice. All right, Tainer Band. Let's go. Got my metronome vibrating. I put it in my back pocket so you guys can't hear it in the mic. So I affectionately call it Buttronome. And the company is so far unaware that I call it Buttronome. I don't know what they'd think if they knew that, but you know, we'll deal with that when we deal with that. Getting the bops going. Oh, Blue, you're so cute. There's an app I can control it with as well, so that's what I'm doing over here. Okay, it's pushing it a little bit, but I can do it. The metronome. Go. 1, 2, 3. It's not synced up to Ableton. That was my fault. Let me press the magic button. Now we're linked. Okay. Buckley! I'm using Butronome, so both of these things involve butts. Do you like how I tied you in there? It's pretty smooth. 1, 2, 3. Ah, dang it. 1, 2, 3. Why am I doing that? Just take 3. Loud. 1, 2, 3. tell I got a little excited there. Yay! Yes, I wasn't perfect with my tempo with the guitar, so I was like, oh crap, I don't know if this is gonna come together. Oh, that was so fun. I don't always put the banjo on, but I was just feeling some banjo vibes today, you know? If we do that one, I feel like I have to do the Poke Center. I made the Poke Center theme for Pokemon into like a bluegrass jam, and it's just so happy sounding. So we already got the metronome linked. Let's do that. And then maybe a singing loop. I'm feeling good today, you guys. The flow of songs just felt really comfortable, and it's just nice. One risk I run with the song list that I have is that, you know, there can be like a very sudden change. Like I could be doing Fast Car by Tracy Chapman and then be asked to do the battle theme from like Xenoblade Chronicles next. And sometimes it doesn't flow very well, but that's why I've more recently decided to take requests sometimes and put them in my own order just to make sure that things flow in a way that feels somewhat natural. Doing the battle theme from Final Fantasy VI caught me off guard. I was like, oh god, I don't know. This is a very fast transition from Fiona Apple, but I'll do my best. I almost want to turn that one into a loop. Okay. What am I doing? Poke Center. This is the blue binder. It's definitely better when you control the order. Thank you, Jove. Sometimes I worry that... No, I'm going to stop myself. I always freaking worry, and I always tell you guys about it, and you're always like, stop. So I'm just going to stop worrying. It's that simple. Butley Poopington, I saw your cheeky remark, and I get it, and it was very charming and handsome, and I just wanted to let you know that. Warpegio, thank you for the follow, by the way. I know, my anxiety, y'all. I have issues with anxiety, that largely stem from, like, my ADHD, really, but I've gotten some really wonderful help with it through therapy and talking to doctors and figuring out a good thing for me. I'm on a very low dosage of a medicine right now that's kind of like split for people with like ADHD as well as anxiety, because they're friends, they play together. And I feel like I found a really good balance lately with that and just making sure I'm mindful and making adjustments as I need. But I feel like I'm set up in a good spot recently. It's nice. You guys have been a huge part of that too, by the way, so thank you. I think I would have thought and I have thought admittedly, by Twitch streaming, I thought it would make me much more anxious when it started to grow. Because when I made this channel, I didn't think people were going to watch. I did it as like an escape for myself. And then it started to grow and I was really excited, but I was terrified. I was like, oh no, now like I got to try and do good. Like I tried to do well before, but you know, it's just different. Well, Ninja, I've described it before as I essentially like trust fell into chat because you guys have really held my hand through this whole process. You know, when I first started streaming, I didn't have a song list because I didn't think it was going to be a thing. And from scratch, I built over 9 hours of music with you guys. And I never looped before you, and you encouraged me to try it. And I was terrified. I still remember very clearly, night before I was going to start looping, I was crying as I could not figure it out, and I was so nervous. And the high that I felt doing my first loop on stream and that it worked and the support from you guys was just immediately spellbinding. I just fell in love with it. And then I started playing piano and I bought a bass and I started adding banjo, and it's grown to something I never ever thought was possible. So you guys really have changed my life, thank you. I don't want to get too sappy, but I'm very, very grateful. I'm a very different person from when I first started streaming almost 3 years ago now. Love you. Just getting used to the new tempo. I think I'm ready. Hello, lovely bull. How are you? fire today. This feels good. See, I'm already self-conscious. I was like, oh, that's too cocky. I shouldn't say that. I'm having a good time today. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeehaw, you darn tootin'. When I go Southern, it's because I sincerely, I love it so much. That's why I moved to Tennessee. I love it. I grew up outside of Boston, so don't let me fool you with my y'allin'. I'm a faker. Oh, Butley. I love that little Moogle. I forget about my tier 3 emotes until I see them. The Boston accent ain't the same. I friggin' love the Boston accent too. Let's see. Man, this is super fun. I feel like I should sing some more today though. I haven't been singing as much lately. I've been very open with you guys about it, but I've started taking violin lessons again recently. Oh my god, this track is horrifying. I'm gonna skip that one. That's better. I've started taking violin lessons again, so I've been really putting all my effort and energy into trying to make my violin playing stronger and more, just more impressive and getting my classical technique down. So I know I haven't been paying attention to singing as much, so let's do that. Thank you for the follows, by the way, for Mario Batty and Alex Piano Player for the follow. Thank you very much. Mello, thank you for 500 bits. I forgot about that triggered command. Wow. Why did we put this one in pencils? So it makes sense with Viking and Denmark. One of my very good friends is actually from Denmark. I wish I could remember the thing he made me eat. He said it was like a very standard thing it's like a delicacy over there. It was like bread with some kind of like fish spread on it. Where am I from? I grew up outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and now I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And here I play with 3 bands that are like my best friends, and we're just trying our best to make it somewhere, just traveling across the country and, playing our music at bars and venues across country. I think I'm gonna do Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli next. But before I do that, I am gonna take a quick break, just use the restroom and say hi to my cat downstairs. And then when I come back, we're gonna do some looping and singing. And I hope you guys like it. Ooh, am I leaving you with a bang? That was scary. Am I leaving you with a banger is what I was trying to say. Flawed Cowboy, what's up? This tuba is delightfully farty. I leave you with Fart Tuba. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. Thanks for letting me take a bit of a longer break than usual. I felt really hungry, so... Oh my god, the end of this playlist is so funny. Okay. I can't take it seriously with this going on. So I was just having some hummus and chips real quick. Oh god, Matt, even thinking about that makes me feel nauseous. Blue, my cat, has to take like this medicine every day, and he usually will just let me crush it and put it on his food, but sometimes he's so picky and he doesn't eat all the food. So I got pill pockets, and the flavor is like, I think it's chicken and cheese. And it's almost like a putty that you mold around the pill so he'll swallow it, and I know he gets his medicine. And it smells so bad. It smells awful. I can't stand it. A little bit of tea. Where's my piano at? Cool. Now, I know I'm not strong enough. Oh my god, Bull, that emote, every time it's like, oh! Let's see. I'm not quite good enough at piano right now to do this with one take. I divided it up into two, but who knows? Maybe today I'll be able to do it. I might practice it for a second to see if I can get it. But this is Frankie Valli's Take My Eyes Off You. Not right now, but what I'm about to do. And I love the song. It makes me think of my grandparents. Damn harpsichord. My grandparents were like that couple that was so passionately in love, and they used to ballroom dance together a lot, and so the song makes me think of them. So the most memorable part of the song for a lot of people is the horn section. I might need to hear the reference. For some of my loops, I do pre-record some segments to help it move along. So it sounds like I recorded the bass and the piano. Okay, so it's yeah, that's it. I might as well record that because I'm right here. 1, 2. Ah, screwed it up. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then lower notes. This is G minor, C, F, D minor. D major. cute. It looks like I let that go on a bit too long at the end, so I'll trim it. And then I just need to record the chorus, really, and then we're good to go with piano. So let's do that now. 1, 2, 2. Violin next would be nice. Unplug the piano. For Vidokas? No, I actually totally blanked out on what you're talking about. Sorry. Let's see. with this. Oh, egg. Let's add an egg. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're cooking with oil. I think we're about ready, y'all. Frankie Valli's Can't Take My Eyes Off You. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words here left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, then please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Integrity Farmer! Thank you for a reset for a full year. Thank you so much. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. It's too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Trust in me when I say, just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Oh, pretty baby. One lonely night, I love you, baby. Just hear me when I say, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, pray, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Oh. I was so focused on trying to think of what things I wanted to, fade out in that recording. I was like, I forgot all the lyrics of the song. And it's quite a special feat when you can forget the words while looking at the words. That's what I got that degree for. You know what I mean? For Maria, my best advice for people who want to get started with streaming is just go for it. Like, I would just say, don't even tell anybody. Just go live one day and experiment. When you first start streaming, luckily, it's probably not going to have too many people there. When I first started, I had like one every once in a while. So it gives you a good chance to kind of just get comfortable with it and, figure it out as you go. Fast Online, what's up? What beautiful framework of emotes. Lovely. Bull. That made me blush halfway through when I read your comment there. That's very sweet. Thank you again for Tegrity Bob for a full year now subs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think some people do for Maria. When I first started streaming, how did you promote yourself? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I kept streaming as a little secret for myself for a long time. I was in a bit of a dark place. I was really sad. I was going through a bad spout of depression, and I wanted someone to talk to, and that was why I made a Twitch account. And I didn't even plan anything. I just started doing my violin practice routine, which was scales, and no tracks, nothing. I just used my MacBook audio as well as the my MacBook microphone and speakers. So and my MacBook camera. So it was like a mess. It was nothing to call home about, but I kept at it and I did it just for me, and it made me really happy to just talk to a stranger and have a sincere, kind interaction with someone. And then one day I got raided. There's a clip of that was put in chat, and I didn't know what raid was. So I thought my computer broke, and you see me just shrug it off. I'm like, whatever. And I just keep playing as I thought it was a joke or something. And from there, I actually started getting some people watching. I think there was 40 or something. And I was like, what the heck is this? I don't know what to do now. And I just kind of winged it. So I think the channel grew from a lot of luck. Of course, and hard work, obviously. Like I really tried my best to listen to feedback. I'd listen to what chat wanted. They were like, maybe try this, try this. Then I got lucky and, Matt offered to help me. Matt was my first mod. Because I didn't even know how to delete something from chat if it was like inappropriate. And I remember so clearly one day streaming and someone was spamming. It wasn't even that bad. I think they were just saying like dick in chat over and over. And I didn't know how to delete it. And I was like trying to like figure it out. And Matt was just like, please just like mod me. Like, I'll do it for you. And I was like, no. I don't want you to feel like you have to do anything for me. I don't like asking for help from people. But after probably the 20th time Dick was put in chat, I modded Matt. And shortly after was Pencils. And they helped me really just comb the stream into what it is over the course of 3 years. So while I was afraid of the growth when it first happened, I obviously am so grateful for it. This is my full time now. I've been a little worried lately things have gone down, but I'm still gonna try and do my best to make sure that this can be my full time. It's been a little lower. But I'm still getting the necessities and I'm trying not to think about if it's going to get to a point where I can't take care of myself with it. But I've always found a way with teaching and gigging and things like that. So yeah, summer has changed things for sure. But I'm taking advantage of this ride for as long as I have it for. And since I can make this my full time, it means I can practice and write new arrangements for stream and have that be my focus. So I'm pouring my whole heart into it and trying to provide the best experience possible to keep this as the gig, Like, I feel silly even talking about it out loud. It's like, I don't want it to seem like I'm just like, meh, give me. But I guess stream of consciousness just kind of voiced that. Anyway, everything's fine. I've been having a lot of good shows lately, and I'm taking care of myself, and I'm getting better at music, and that's all I really care about right now, so it's good. Let's see. I just did one singing loop. Let's see if there's something else I want to do. That one was like a good dancey energy kind of vibe. But the song I'm drawn to is gonna bring it back down. Jabberwocky, thank you very much for the compliment. I've been so sentimental today, talking about the growth of this channel. When I first started streaming in this room, I only had the bed. And thanks to you guys, I was able to like buy things for the walls. And, I slowly have been able to turn this room into something that's very personal to me and an inspiring place for me to work. So thank you. Thank you for the follows, by the way, for Maria and Gridlock. Thank you very much. We crossed 30,000 followers recently, which is like insanity. I remember when I hit 1,000 and I was like, I've made it. Like, I thought that was like the peak, so I did not think it was gonna keep going from there. Progress does feel good, yeah. Laid back taps, it's nice to see you again, by the way. Jabberwocky, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, guys. So we raided another really wonderful music streamer yesterday, Carmela, and she played Vienna for us, and her performance was so beautiful, and it made me want to do Vienna. I feel like especially, you know, if we're talking about growth and stuff, this song was really important to me personally in my growth because I've been working through a lot of self-doubt and things like that, and I'm a bit of a workaholic. I try to practice music at least 3 hours a day at the very minimum, and then on top of that, you know, I'm writing out new sheet music, which also takes a few hours, and it's the life that I've wanted, but I am usually so focused on looking ahead that I often lose sight of seeing the progress, and that leads for a very unhappy life as well. And this song, when I first listened to it, just brought me to tears because it felt like someone was telling me something I really needed to hear. And I was so inspired that I ran upstairs and I learned it immediately so I could perform it on stream that day. And it has a lot of chords in it, so when I did perform it, it was kind of a mess, but I felt like the song just, I just had to do it. All right. I already pre-recorded guitar on this, so that I can have the loop move by a bit faster. Oh, I forgot. I figured out kind of a different way to do this that will make it go a bit faster. I need to hear what I've done though. Get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Okay. So if I shorten that to here, double the track, have it start there, I can loop it faster. Cool. Okay. I think I'm ready here. Let's start with the piano. Thanks for letting me go down memory lane there. I've been weirdly sentimental on stream lately. I don't know what it is. Probably as I'm about to approach my 3-year on here. That might be why. I made a mistake already. Laid back, thank you for the tips. Thank you. Or bits, there we go. I just changed it. Okay. Here we go.
Tell me why are you still so afraid? Raise the fire, what's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. We got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick out before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Though it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. So bad, but it's a life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You've got passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Though it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You've got passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Man, that makes me want to cry today. Ugh.
I'm okay. It's just been, I think especially this past month, I've just been working really, really hard between playing live shows and, all the rehearsals for those and trying to make sure I'm still the best I can be on here. And I've been feeling like that burnout line is like right here. And I've been making sure I'm stepping back from that and not pushing myself too hard. But this one always makes me emotional because, again, I feel like I've been sprinting with music for the past like 15 years straight. I went to a really competitive music school, and I've always felt just like really far behind. And sometimes it makes me a little sad that I feel like I don't appreciate a bit more how far I've come. Like even talking about how I've been worried about things going down for the summer. Like it's still so amazing that I get to do this, and I want to be more focused on that and not worried about thinking about growth or anything like that. So I think just talking about that right before that made me a little emotional. I went to Berkeley. Okay. Can't get all worked up. I got rehearsal tonight and a show tomorrow. And I will admit, sometimes I get discouraged from like trying to pursue music because it's hard. And especially this month playing with the bands and stuff, making music live, like at venues, is so hard. Like you make almost nothing doing it, but I'm playing for these 3 bands because I believe in them and I care about it a lot, even though, you know, I'm not receiving a lot of that physical thing back. I still just really care about it, and I want to give it everything I have. I want to, you know, make this time I got rolling around the sun count, and I'm really determined, and I'm proud to have made the connections I have here to get to work with so many other artists who have that fire that I have. So I've just seen that all the musicians I work with have been really exhausted and kind of scared lately doing this still. So yeah, I think that song made me sad thinking about not only myself, but everybody. For Chris, I have been doing a much better job at that, at least lately. I've been much kinder to myself and prioritizing things like exercising and sleeping more and eating more and drinking less and all of those things, you know. Brutal Romance, welcome. I wasn't expecting that song to get me today. It hasn't for a while, but ooh, I was feeling a bit vulnerable, I guess. Well, we've been streaming now almost 4 hours, so I think what I'm going to do is sing a song and just play guitar, and then maybe do like 2 violin pieces, call it a day. That sounds good. As of right now, yes, for Jabberwocky. There was a period where I was, where being a teacher was my main income. But even that's pretty tricky because if you teach through a facility, like a organization, they typically will take 50%. And a lot of like the standard cuts for the rates for lessons are usually around like $50 to $60 for an hour. So if I taught for an hour, I would get $30 for that. And that's before taxes. And then, you know, I'd teach, you know, for like a good 7 hours and still didn't get a whole lot out of that. So then I tried to teach on my own But then figuring out the marketing and the competitiveness of trying to get students to your new business, I did fairly well. But then COVID happened and I couldn't teach in person anymore. And I lost most of my students, which ended up being kind of a good thing for me in a way, is it pushed me to dive into streaming more. At that point in my life, streaming, I was starting to make a little bit off of, not enough to support myself yet. But since I lost most of my students, I was like, okay, go time. And I made a stricter schedule, and I worked so hard to like just build a song list, and I learned how to loop and tried to make myself more of an attractive streamer to get a, larger group to make this my income. And now that I've not been teaching as my primary, I really want to try and keep this going. It would be really hard to start again from scratch too. I do have 2 students that stuck with me through everything, and I am so grateful for them. And even though I don't need to teach anymore, I still prioritize them, and I want to teach them as long as I want to learn. Dead Creek Music, thank you for the follow. I'm kind of like in a very emotional speech right now. I'm feeling a little vulnerable. Thank you guys. I'm a little embarrassed, but it's just crazy. It's absolutely insane how I feel like in this past 3 years everything has like changed so much. No, thank you for Dead Creek. Thank you. True Survivor, welcome. No, like this has really been such an amazing thing for me, and I'm so grateful for it all the time, and I'm going to keep fighting to keep it. I'm going to fight to keep this as my main gig. I've become such a better musician, and I'm learning a lot, and I like to think maybe I'm inspiring maybe some people to try and play music themselves. Or maybe even having my music in the back makes a moment for you a little bit easier. So anyway, after such a raw moment, I feel like I should keep it raw and just do simple singing and guitar, and then we'll do 2 violin pieces and rate someone. That felt very therapeutic for me. Thank you. The past 2 days really have on stream. I think since I've been running myself ragged this month, I've been playing shows every weekend and rehearsals every day, basically, and streaming and teaching. It's forced me to a point where I can only be kind of this very tired, authentic, like just talking straight, because that's what's going on right now with me. But it's all good stuff, so I'm very grateful. And I'm going to sing a song, a classic blues tune, Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. Yeah, sometimes it just feels good to do blues. Watching you play made me start learning sign language. Amazing. That's a beautiful thing to dedicate your time to. And I'm very bashful that you're saying maybe I help push you. All right. Love y'all.
Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, I didn't care. I took all my friends out for a mighty fine time, drinking bootleg whiskey, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my friends, had nowhere to go. If I should get my hands on $1 again, I'll hold on to it till that eagle grins, because nobody knows you when you're down and out. In my pocket there's not one penny, and as for friends, well, I don't got many. But when I get back on my feet again, that's when I'll meet my long lost friend. It's mighty strange, and without a doubt, nobody knows you when you're down and out, out, out. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-ba, da-da-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-do, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, no, no, no. Da-da-da-da-da. It's mighty strange, and without a doubt, nobody knows you, nobody knows you, no, nobody knows you when you're down now. In my pocket there's not one penny, and as for friends, well, I don't got many. But when I get back on my feet again, that's when I'll meet my long lost friend. It's mighty strange, and without a doubt, oh, it's mighty strange, and without a doubt, oh, it's mighty strange, and without a doubt, nobody knows you when you're down and out.
You know what? I feel like that's kind of where I want to end today. It just feels like a nice finish for today's stream, but I'm so happy, you guys. We've done 4 hours of music today, and I had so much fun. I feel like we got to do a bunch of different things. We went from the Polka Center bluegrass style to Cantina Band to Tifa's theme to Frankie Valli to Eric Clapton, and I'm just really happy. Again, I really appreciate you just letting me be so forward with you and myself, and I'm very fortunate. I've said before that I feel like the luckiest girl on the internet, and I mean it. So thank you. I got rehearsal tonight. I got a show tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and get that damn YouTube video I'm working on out by next week if it's the end of me. So. Let's see. I'm just taking a look right now to see who we might want to be rating. Let's see here. Lots of good options. Just give me one moment, y'all. A lot of people are gaming today, like music channels I follow. Let's raid Marina V Music. She's lovely. Oh my god, Kirishios, you're gonna make me cry again. Don't. But do, thank you. Oh, EBX Erin. Oh. I feel so bad when I say someone and then I do something different, but I do love a good old partner celebration. I'll get Marina another time soon. Let's get Erin. I wanna celebrate her. She's very, very talented. EBX _ Erin. All right, y'all. once again, thank you. You are all fantastic. I hope you do something nice for yourself today. And I'm going to be live again with music on Monday. Next week, I'm going to be doing streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe, a Wednesday night stream, because I'm going on tour with a band Thursday to Saturday. So that will be that. Thank you for Madness Spreads. Thank you. Kojo, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, if you haven't followed, I hope you consider. I put my whole heart into the Stangle thing, and for those who already are, thank you. All right, let's give the love to Erin. Thank you again, everybody. Bye. Cute.